Hello guys and welcome to another video. As you've seen in the title, today's video is going to be about Wyvern 13 with 2 light units. The team is right in front of here, but before we start today's video, I kind of just want to thank everyone for all the support I got on my last 2 videos. You guys have no idea how much it actually means to me to have you guys on my back in whatever situation. So I'm going to follow I'm not going to say I'm going to follow my heart, but I'm going to follow the path that I want to take into this YouTube thing because that's how I started and that's how I wanted to proceed. So today's video is going to be one video out of 2. Today, as you can see, there's a Guild War, so we're going to do another Guild War video later, but right now I want to do this video because this is something really fascinating to me. I was doing Wyvern 12 for the longest time because, if you guys don't know, I used to do Wyvern 12 with 2 level 50 DPS units with no molas, which was SSB and Sigrid. And the only reason I could do this, it was because my Crow had extremely good gear, and he could tank the Wyvern 13 for so many turns that it would be a very safe run, and it would work out okay. But after I swapped his gear out, my Crow could no longer tank Wyvern 13, so I had to start farming Wyvern 12. But little did I know that if I did a meme comp with 2 light units, that it would work. And this is what I have to show you today. The team right here, okay? The team for this Wyvern 13 runs that we're going to do today, it's going to be Burgas, Blingo, Luluka, and SSB. But they have some particular things to them that will kind of show you why this kind of works, okay? So we're going to hop into the stats, and then I'm just going to show you every single stats of the units that I'm using. Okay, Luluka, I took her off Tag House when I wanna grind. These are her stats. She's just like kind of fast with effectiveness, and she's using Siren for the chance of like a poison. Mostly, I don't really need the extra debuffs here, but the attack down and the poisons, which is mostly what she gets off, kind of help with in these situations. Okay, then we have Seaside Bellona. The only thing I really want from Seaside Bellona, it's the defense break from her passive and the fact that she can target with 60% and with Song of Stars for 80%. So she has a double chance to proc target, which kind of makes it really, really good because in this run, the only 2 debuffs I really want constantly on the Wyvern is defense down and the target, and she does a really good job at targeting the opponent. Alright, then we have Burgas. Burgas is just on good old counter set, and he's also on Junkyard Dog because every time he counters, he has a chance to put the burn on. But this is mostly for safety, for those moments that I actually need the debuffs to not die on that run. So he's just here to stabilize, and honestly, he's mostly here for this. Like, he wants to give as much CR as possible, and that's his job because my Blingo is kind of slow. And here we go, the last unit, the creme de la crop, the bestest of the bestest, right here, Blingo. Blingo is going to be running with DDJ, and he has so much crit damage that he actually does insane damage. And because he heals so much from his S1, S2, and actually S3, his S3 is kind of bad for Wyvern, but you'll see that it comes in handy because of the greater attack buff. This is where he's going to shine. He's the solo DPS. The SSB is not on DDJ, so she actually deals no damage. She's there for just debuffs. So this is an extremely odd team, but for some reason, it's my best Wyvern 13 team I've ever had because it actually has decent units instead of having 2 level 50 DDJ high crit damage units, because as you can see by my SSB, as you can see here, she's just built for high crit damage, a little bit of crit chance, and high speed. So she's just fast, and she wants that. So normally I would run her on the DDJ, Daydream Joker, but I'm running her on this. So yeah, that's today. I don't know how well this is going to go because I've been grinding very consistently with this team, but there is a high chance of failure for a couple reasons that I'll tell you in the video. Okay, here we go, boys. As you can see, we're pretty close to some reforge, so I would like to get some of those drops. But I'm actually gonna take it off this auto thing because I kind of want to showcase what the team goes. All right, normally I run her like this. I run Luluka only on S1 and Bellona only on S1. Mostly because they get to rotate a lot of turns before it starts. But I'm gonna show you 2 settings of this team that actually kind of work. On this setting, we take a long time to finish up on the first wave, but when it comes down to Blingo, Blingo just obliterates everything. So when we get defense breaks on the enemy, that's all he does. He just goes ham and kills everything basically with his S2. But there's another setting. If I turn off the skills from Luluka and SSB, this first wave completely gets obliterated because Luluka AoE defense breaks, SSB follows up, and then Blingo just completely kills everything that has defense down, and it becomes really fast. The problem is, on the first turn, Luluka will defense buff if her skills are turned off. But you'll guys see what happens here. In terms of landing debuffs, this first turn is very important, but as you can see, we have multiple chances. We have chance to defense break here, which we landed, and now we have chance to zero rank proc, and not only that, look, the target debuff always lands, because it has 2 chances to proc it, okay? We don't have attack buff now, and this run can sometimes fail on the shield phase, because on the shield phase, if we don't get the defense breaks, the jump that the Wyvern gets just out of 2 light units, it's huge, okay? So like having 2 light units here, it's really bad. For example, if I swap the Burgas for a Crow, it works, but it becomes a lot slower because of the CR push. The CR push is really, really nice. So can we land the defense break? No, we got the target. Okay, not having defense break is really bad for us, okay? Hopefully we can land it. Okay, nice, we landed it. All right, now he's gonna cleanse everything. Okay, actually not yet. This is good, because he has the defense break, and now my Blingo is going to do the double proc, and you'll see how much damage that is. It's actually crazy how much damage my Blingo does. Just watch. I think it's upwards to 68,000? Something like that. There we go. There is going to be... Okay, I thought it was going to be a shield phase, but I guess I won't get to show you this one. So, because there's a lot of S1s involved, there's actually a high chance to dual attack, because Burgas imprint is dual attack and he's fully SSS. So this time, it was actually kind of a lucky run. Normally you do get to a shield phase. I normally don't get to a shield phase on the second setting, which is the one that I'm going to show you now. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the second setting, which is with the skills turned on. And you'll see that with this second setting, it's a lot easier to get the first phase done. Because as long as you land all defense breaks, it becomes extremely easy to get through this phase. And even if you just land 2, it's normally enough to wipe out everything. Alright, we landed 2 of them, and you'll see that Blingo, like, the enemy, as long as he attacks the Burgas here, we get boosted by Blingo, and Blingo is just going to go ham. Look. Alright, who's going to survive this? Okay, he actually didn't crit, but still didn't matter because it didn't go for the actual thing. If you land the triple debuffs, what ends up happening is that this guy will do attack buff on the Wyvern phase, and that's actually kind of huge for damage. But normally she does defense buff up there, so that's basically it. So we're going to have a little bit of a different setting. I'll try this again later, but I just kind of want to show you that on this setting, sometimes we get to kill the Wyvern without shield phase. Just because there's a lot of things that go well in our way. For example, the defense breaks, we get them up more reliably, which we're not doing right now, because they're not landing any debuffs, but it's Wyvern 13, so you're kind of used to it, right? We have 1 debuff. As long as they don't go for Blingo, yeah, this is fine. Because any... Oh, actually, is it fine? He's creating a lot. Okay, it is fine. Because as long as your units can survive, Blingo takes a turn, he will full heal your team. He will 100% full heal. Actually, he's going to full heal because of this. But even if he didn't have that, with S1, he heals with half of his damage to a unit. So if he does 31k damage, he's going to heal for about 15,000. So he fully heals any unit, okay? Which is pretty crazy. But this one is not going too fast. So we're probably going to see a shield phase here. This is going to deal a lot of damage, but that's normal. As you can see, it's a lot of damage. Blingo just does a lot of damage. And the CR push from Burgas, like Burgas would not be able to tank this, but because Blingo just heals for so much, it's crazy. Look, he's half HP. As long as like you look at his healing, Blingo will heal your frontliner, and your frontliner will not die. So this is actually a risky comp, because I could take any squishy unit that could take 3 hits, and he would get fully healed. Look, healed it for 9k. Full HP. Alright, this is when it becomes complicated, because most of the time that I fail in this, it's when I don't land defense breaks here, or the units decide to not do a very good job at doing damage. And that's actually pretty bad as well. Because, look, he jumps a lot. This boss jumps a lot here. And it does happen quite a bit that I don't actually get the thing. Look, now we're going to blow up, and most of the time when this happens, we lose. Because our turn order for this one actually was kind of wrong. So we just lose this one. I'm actually going to do a rerun because I kind of want to land the triple defense break so you guys see what happens when they do that. Alright guys, let's go again with a full setting. Hopefully this time we land 2 defense breaks or at least 3 defense breaks. And we do full crits. I kind of want to show you that setting because it's kind of interesting. Can I get it? Okay, we don't get it. Is it enough though? If this is not enough, I'm actually going to do multiple runs until I can get the triple defense break. Because I kind of want to show you how it works when Luluka, like shield, like when she, okay, is this okay? I don't think this is okay. Let's do it again. Okay, here we go. Just starting off again. Just kind of want to show you how the shield phase goes normally. This one is actually turn synced because Blingo has his S3. And what this means is that Blingo here will actually S3 first? Or will he not? Actually, he won't. Maybe this one is not so turn synced as I want it to be. Maybe. No, I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, Blingo takes a turn here. Yeah, he does. Okay. You would normally do this. You would do S2 into S1, which normally takes out the shield by itself, and this is normally how we do our runs. Let's try to get that triple defense break again. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can hit it again. If we don't hit it this time, I'll just tell you what happens, I guess. I'll just tell you what happens. Can we get it? Okay, we didn't get it again. So we're getting pretty unlucky. I'm not going to drag it out. But normally what happens is they all get defense broken. They all get crit here by her. And then they attack once on the G Burgas. Now he would kill everything. Because as you can see, things die when there's a follow-up. And now SSB would counter and finish off whoever is alive. And then G Burgas would have his S3 for first turn. Okay? After the next turn begins, it's defense break from, defense buff from Luca, attack buff, and then it's going to be a counter from SSB, and then a, what's it called? And then a target debuff from SSB as well, because she does the counter, and then she does the thing from these 3 hits that she would do. And that's basically it, guys. We're just going to see one more run, just because this is kind of entertaining to me. But as you can see, in terms of debuffs, like landing those 2 debuffs is pretty reliable. Yeah, I've been enjoying this team, guys. I know I've been talking a lot. I'm done explaining. Let's just watch what the units do. I kind of wanted to get all the information I've gathered so far about this team, but I'm really happy that I can grind Wyvern 13 again, and not only that, that I can grind it with comps that I actually like, which is actually pretty funny. So, yeah, but the damage is ridiculous. 31k plus 36k. It's basically like 68 because it has like some change in numbers, you know? But I love this comp so much. Who knew that even in PvE you could have a lot of fun? I mean, and who knew you could take 2 light units into Wyvern 13 and it actually works? But we actually missed the defense break, so this is actually going to be a wipe? Or not? It should be, actually. Oh, does SSB survive? I don't think she survives. She does not survive. Can we actually still do it? That's my question. I've never seen SSB die because we normally have enough debuffs. Alright, shield phase. Let's go. I don't think this is going to be very great. He's already going to do a lot of jumps, which is not amazing, right? Oh, we're getting dual attacks. This is nice. Okay, we should be able to do it. Oh, maybe not. Can we do it? Can we get a burn? Uh-oh, no burn. GG. That was pretty close. But yeah, like, this team obviously does not have 100% win rate, but for me, it's been pretty reliable. Like, out of 20 runs, I think I fail about 3 or 4, which is very acceptable for me. Especially because this is a very scuffed team. But for me, it's nice because all I gotta do is change 2 artifacts on 2 of the units that I already use, and then boom, it works. And honestly, I could probably fine-tune this team to have like another frontline unit, but I actually enjoy it this way, and I get to see Blingo in PvE, which is pretty cool. So that's kind of the exciting thing I kind of want to show you guys. I don't think there's much more to show. I've shown you the stats and everything. Yeah, now I just gotta grind, get some reforging for my Blaze Dingo, and then one more piece reforged on him means that he's gonna be even more alpha and even more Chad. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed this video. This is why I'm making it, because I think it's really funny that you get to use 2 light units in Wyvern 13 and it works, and it's just, it shouldn't work. right? Because the jumps that he does, like the Wyvern does, it's crazy. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like as always. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye-bye.